Hello everybody, so finally we are back with season 2 of Sight Beat Mode. So we are going to hop straight into things. So we are on the island and we have a lot to talk about, but we will not get into everything obviously in just this one episode. So honestly, with us being away, Engine being away for so long, we have so much stuff to discuss, so much new things to share with you guys. So this episode, the first episode in season 2, is going to be somewhat of a debriefing. So yeah, as I just said, it's going to be somewhat of a debriefing, but I do want to get into a little bit of how the ecosystems have, drastically changed over like what has been like almost a year since I've last done an episode. And it's a reason why it's been a year. It's because we've been putting in a lot of work here on this island, and we've done a lot of remodeling, which I will get into in future episodes. But we've done a lot of remodeling here, a lot of recloning, and also have successfully cloned a lot of new species that we've added onto the island. And last time when we were in season 1, things happened, and I'll get off into that in another episode. But we were in the process of releasing all the dinosaurs off the new species list, and all those dinosaurs have been successfully released off the new species list. But there's more species now. So as I said, this episode will be like more so of a debriefing of what's been going on. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of remodeling here on the island, and the more episodes we get into, the more you guys will understand what I mean by that. And here's some galleys right here. So yeah, so it's like I want to kind of spill the beans on what I mean by remodeling, but I think I would probably rather wait. So but you guys are definitely going to like what's in store. You're going to like the new ecosystems that are around here. We've expanded our territory more on the island. Basically, to sum up, what I'm saying is that we only use, or I'm not going to say, because the dinosaurs, they do what they want here on the island. As I explained in season 1 before, we make sure everything is pretty good. Engine, we repopulate dinosaurs that are low in numbers, and we just make sure everything flows around here. Here's some Corythosauruses. So we're actually on the east part of Isla Sorna right now, and we started episode 1 of season 2 in an area that's not too crazy, or not too crazy with a lot of dinosaur traffic, or not too carnivore crazy, which wouldn't be a problem, because if you guys remember from what I said in season 1, we have the best GoPro cameras in the world right now. It lets us move where our Jeeps won't be able to move, so we won't, the dinosaurs barely, these GoPro cameras are like the size of little flies, so these dinosaurs won't even know that we're invading their space or anything like that. But anyways, like I said, we've been up to a lot of stuff, and the more episodes we get into here on season 2, the more new species that you guys will see. Let me see, what is this? Baryonyx. So we did a lot of new species. We've done a lot of new recloning as well. We've lost a lot of the I guess you could say a lot of the old generation dinosaurs. The first generations. Dinosaurs breed, and you got new generations coming in, stuff like that. But we've done a lot of recloning to get new. We're trying to get our dinosaurs to as close as what they were millions and millions of years ago. And to do that, we continue, this is a Draco Rex, we continue to extract DNA, and our scientists here at Engine, sound like that thing almost died. Our scientists here at One Engine, we do our best to make these dinosaurs close to what they would have been like, millions and let me, hold on, wait. Okay, so actually here's one of our new species right here. So this is not a species that was planned for the original park back in '93, and this is not a dinosaur that we had here on the island back for season 1. This is a Wolforosaurus. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I always call it. But close relative to the Stegosaurus, but a lot smaller actually. Let me see, what's that in the background? Some more galleys and more Wolforosauruses, but for example, this is part of the things that we've been doing here. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of new cloning with new species, and these are some of the dinosaurs that were successfully cloned. So they've made their territory across the island, more jungle type areas. sometimes spread in the more redwooded areas, but there's like here on Isla Sorna, like I said, we've been doing a lot of remodeling. It's not just jungle type areas anymore, or redwooded areas or forestry type areas. Like I said, the more we get into these episodes, the more you guys will see. And as I explained in the beginning of the episode, I really just wanted this episode to be more of a debriefing on, you know, what we've done here on the island. I've seen everybody asking for me to come back, but we've had a lot of stuff to do that required a lot of time. And let's see what kind of carnivore we got. And here's a Megalosaurus, actually. So a Megalosaurus is another dinosaur that was not planned for the original engine. Was not on the original engine list and was not planned for the original park in '93. But here we are putting in the work to get these new species here on the island, so you guys can observe these beautiful species and, you know, just get a new look at. It's always a fresh feeling when you can look at a dinosaur that's, you know, never been seen before. We've done a lot of work to bring these dinosaurs back from extinction. So let me see what we got over here. Another Megalosaurus over here. This is a brown variation. This is a female. Green one is a male. I do not know if there are any more Megalosauruses in the area, but yeah, as I was saying, you know, it's pretty cool to, you know, bring new dinosaurs back, dinosaurs that you guys never seen before, dinosaurs that weren't planned for the original engine list, and it just gives you a whole new view of certain species that, you know, oh wait, here's another Megalosaurus. Can't really tell what color this one is. It looks a bluish type color, but the way the lighting is right now with the sun, I can't really tell. But so yeah, Megalosauruses here on the island, they're almost just like Allosauruses. You know, they love to stay in groups. I say groups up to, you know, 4 or 5. So yeah, I mean, the bigger the numbers, the more successful. I mean, well, yeah, I guess you can see the bigger the numbers, the more successful the species would be, which is why hadrosaurs are very successful. You know, dinosaurs like Gallimimuses, you know, those dinosaurs be very successful, even if they do get picked off a lot by the carnivores, and it's mainly because they, you know, stay in large groups of numbers. And see, what do we have right here? Oh, these are the Megalosauruses. These guys are asleep. So we originally, what dinosaur? The Wolverosauruses. We've bred because Wolverosauruses are not like Stegosauruses, so they will not be able to defend themselves as good as a Stegosaurus. So we bred, let's say it will be our first time cloning a Stegosaurus and a Wolverosaurus. We will clone less Stegos and more Wolverosauruses because they are not. Most dinosaurs that are not good at defending themselves, or, you know, or just not like a Triceratops or a Stegosaurus where they can defend themselves well, we're going to breed more of those dinosaurs. So when we cloned the Wolverosauruses, we've bred, let me make sure I got the numbers right. I think we bred like 20 of them, and I'm getting distracted by this Brachiosaurus here grazing on this tree. But we bred at least like 20 Wolverosauruses, and with the Megalosauruses, they're not really on your large. They're not really a large type carnivore. You know, they're actually a tad bit smaller than Allosaurus, maybe in that size range with the Baryonyx, maybe a tad bit smaller than that. So we bred at least 10 Megalosauruses, and, you know, we looked after them up to 9 months, released them around the year mark, because, you know, our dinosaurs, obviously, because we mix animal DNA with them, they're going to grow a lot faster than what actual dinosaurs would have grown millions and millions of years ago. So we just want to make sure when we release these dinosaurs out into the wild and they coexist with other large carnivores or other large herbivores, that they, you know, continue to be able to remain successful. So we've cloned 10 Megalosauruses, looked after them, picked up their traits, you know, figured out what they like and what they don't like, and then we released them out into the island, and we looked after them still while they were in the island. And, you know, we released them out into the wild because we have certain areas here on Isla Sorna set up to where, the last episode of season 1 was our breeding facility, so you guys kind of have an idea of what that, you know, looks like. So we have, and that's just not even the only area, you know, we've done a lot of remodeling with our breeding facility too. So we have certain areas set up to where we can look after certain dinosaurs, and so we can understand them even more. You know, the whole point of Site B is for you guys to see the dinosaurs in their natural habitats, of course, but, you know, this show wouldn't really be able to go on, or this documented footage that I get for you guys would not necessarily be able to go on if we don't look after the dinosaurs and make sure that, you know, they're alright to a certain extent. So we've been following the Megalosauruses for a minute now. They're probably this is probably their main territory. These guys are scavengers and hunters, so I've witnessed these guys, you know, scavenge off other carnivore kills, or, you know, scavenge for, you know, dinosaurs that were already dead, and I've witnessed these dinosaurs hunt as well. So they have no problem taking refuge anywhere here on the island, as long as, you know, there's, you know, consistent food around. So we got some more trikes in the area. These are our green variant trikes. The green trikes are the males. We have a lot of males in the area. I mentioned before in season 1 that usually when there's a lot of males, they break up into bachelor groups, and, you know, because male dinosaurs can be very aggressive, especially during breeding season. You know, they'll start to fight and kill each other off, but the longer they can stay in these little small bachelor groups, the longer they can stay alive and be successful. We have more Brachiosauruses in the area. These are the Brachiosauruses that Dr. Grant reported on back in 2001. They are not the original Brachiosauruses that were planned for the 93 park and that were on Isla Nublar in 93. But we have so here's some more. This is what I was talking about in the beginning of the episode. You know, the ecosystem is just drastically different than what it was last time you guys seen. You know, last time we were doing some documented footage here on Isla Sorna for Site B mode. This is a Pachyrhinosaurus, and Dracorex is in the back. But yeah, Pachyrhinosaurus. This is actually one of my favorite ceratopsians. A little bit on the smaller side. It always reminded me of Sinoceratops or Sinoceratops, however you pronounce it. But this is another dinosaur that we successfully cloned, looked after it for about 9 months, and released it at about the year range. So we cloned about 12 of these bad babies, and they repopulated very, very quick around the island. So these guys, you're gonna see them everywhere. They're like Edmontosauruses. You know, if you go back to season 1, I mentioned how Edmontosauruses they populate very good here on Isla Sorna, and that's exactly how the Pachyrhinosaurus are. You know, they're very small, not as big as the trikes, but they can defend themselves very well. But yeah, you're going to see them everywhere around the island. It's very cool for you guys to actually see them now, since they weren't an original dinosaur that was planned for the original park or anything like that. So it's very cool to actually, you know, witness these guys in the flesh. Green ones are the males. Most of our male dinosaurs come out in the green colorations. So we're going to see what else we can actually have in this area. I believe this area is actually a good area for those Megalosauruses too. You know, obviously they won't be hunting down anything as big as these Brachiosauruses, but I mean, look at this lone Gallimimus. You got these galleys that are coming in the area. You got, you know, they can gang up on at least one Pachyrhinosaurus. I mean, one Pachyrhinosaurus. They can gang up on at least one Pachyrhinosaurus. And trikes, they'll probably leave the trikes alone. Like I said, Megalosaurus is a very small type carnivore, but I mean, you do got the Wolverosauruses that are in the area, and then you got the galleys that are kind of migrating a little bit over here from the beginning of the park where we start, the beginning area where we started at. So, and I'm so used, you know, when you think of Jurassic Park, you know, the original island, I mean, the original park that was planned, you can't help but call it a park instead of an island. So, yeah, these Brachies are so beautiful, man. Just watching them in their natural habitat, they're just so beautiful. So anyways, we're gonna go a little bit further down. We've got a good look at the trikes that are in the area, the Megalosauruses, galleys, Pachyrhinosauruses, and as you can see, vegetation is a lot different here on our island. We've changed our dinosaurs' diet a lot so they can have a more natural type diet. So you will see these guys feeding on a lot of more natural type herbs and fruit, just more. Let me see, what are these over? Oh, we got some Parasaurolophus. So these are the variants that the more brownish type ones are the variants that Dr. Ian Malcolm, or Ian Malcolm, however you guys like to pronounce his name, Ian Malcolm reported on these guys back in 1997. And the more green variants are the ones that, this is the green variant, the more green variants are the ones that Dr. Grant reported on in 2001. So obviously you guys know Engine came back way before I started working here. Engine came back to the island. Here's a Draco Rex. Engine came back to the island to do some of their own type of breeding, and you know, it was breeding the new species like the Spinosaurus, Corythosaurus, Ceratosaurus, Ankylosaurus, and they also did a lot of they bred more variants of dinosaurs that already existed, like, you know, the Triceratops, Brachiosaurus, and Parasaurolophus. So we're just going to continue searching the area. As you can see, there's a lot of different kind of vegetation around. Our dinosaurs have a wide variety of things that they eat now, which, you know, helps us understand them a lot more, and we just continue to make sure what they eat, you know, continues to thrive around here. And the more we monitor them, the more we find out what they eat, you know, like I said, we can understand their diet a lot better. See, we have a carnivore. What kind of carnivore is this? Can't tell. We're going to get closer. This is a Carcharodontosaurus, and this is a male Carcharodontosaurus, fully grown, very beautiful. And this we haven't seen any other large carnivores besides the Baryonyx and the Megalosaurus. So this is probably his full territory. I would say this is probably his full territory, which is very cool because he's actually eating on something too. It's a dead Gallimimus. So yeah, this territory is probably his. He probably shares this with no other carnivores. I wouldn't think he would, you know. I mean, there's always other carnivores around, but Isla Sorna is very big, very huge compared to Isla Nublar. So, but this is probably his territory. And if you guys remember, episode 1 of season 1, we successfully cloned, I think, 7 of these guys. This was a long time ago. 2 died in that exact episode. So, but these guys are doing very amazing. Beautiful, Rar. These guys are doing very amazing here on the island. I know a lot of you guys really liked the episode 1 of season 1 of Site B mode. So, and you guys were very happy to see these guys, you know, get successfully released into the wild. He's trying to cut me off. So, I know you guys would be very happy to see these guys now, actually, you know, a Carcharodontosaurus, to know that they're still doing well. We're going to come right back to him. We got some more trikes over here in this area, along with a lot more Gallimimus, and we got some Corythosauruses. We actually just spoke them up. These are the variants that were reported on from Dr. Grant in 2001, these color variants, but we do have more variants here out on the island, and more dinosaurs that breed. You know, sometimes when you got 2 different kind of pattern type dinosaurs that breed, you'll get, you know, you'll get a clutch of eggs that might come out in different kind of patterns. So it really just depends, you know. There's a lot of wide variety of color with these dinosaurs here on the island. It's just really cool to look at and gives these dinosaurs a lot of pop. And at the end of the day, all that credit kind of goes back to us here on Engine, because we make sure that our dinosaurs, you know, they come out looking good, and we just try to get the best out of these guys. So, but anyways, back to this beautiful fully grown male Carcharodontosaurus. As I was saying, he probably shares this territory with no other carnivore, and his roar can be, oh man, these guys, a lot of large carnivores like him, the roar can be heard from miles and miles and miles away. So he'll probably he'll probably continue to do bellowing roars like that, you know, to let other carnivores know that this is his territory, or to even let females know, you know, that he's willing to mate. But during breeding season, he'll sniff those female. It's probably about to go into this thick foliage. He'll sniff those females out anyways, and he'll, you know, find them. And it's really just during breeding season, but then he'll, you know that they're willing to mate. And if not, he'll probably stick with that female Carcharodontosaurus until he knows for sure that she's willing to mate. So I don't want to get the camera all screwed up going into the thick jungle right here, this little thick jungle area, but he should be coming out any second. And the main reason why we're following him is because I do believe that he's indeed the largest carnivore in this little area here that we're doing this little footage on. We'll be doing, as I said, you know, this is a debriefing. We got off into talking about the little dinosaurs that were in the area, and I'm thinking about not making these episodes super long. I'm thinking about making these episodes around the 25. Here he is. I'm thinking about making these episodes around the 25-minute mark. I figured it's like a good little just a good little duration. This guy's beautiful, but just a good little duration to watch these dinosaurs, and you know, watch them in their natural habitats, watch them coexist with each other. And so I wouldn't want anything super long. Here is one of those 97 variant Parasaurolophus. So yeah, so these guys, they can kind of tell. It's almost like if you watch Big Cat Diary, and they always speak on how, like, if it's a cheetah. And Big Cat Diary is an old little show that used to be on Animal Planet, but it's pretty self-explanatory what it's about. But they will always speak on how, if you got a lion and a cheetah or a leopard in a high populated area full of gazelles or zebras, those guys, almost like how these Parasaurolophus were chilling with the Carcharodontosaurus around, those guys will continue to chill and be cool because they can tell by that cat's posture that he's not in hunting mode right now. And because we just saw that Carcharodontosaurus feeding on a Gallimimus carcass, he's probably not even hungry anyway. So but we can comb this area right quick and check out to see if there could be any more Carcharodontosaurus in the area. As I said, I do believe that it's probably not this little population. I mean, this little what's the word I'm looking for? You could say territory, but well, let's just say territory. This little area could actually be his main territory. He has a wide variety of food to choose from, and he does share the territory with Megalosaurus. We also seen a Baryonyx as well. So don't see any other small carnivores, but the Megalosauruses and Baryonyxes, they are not stupid enough to pick a fight with a Carcharodontosaurus. And if they would, they will only land so many blows. But as you can see, as I was saying, with that Carcharodontosaurus being here, he has a wide variety of food to choose from. Corythosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Wolverosaurus, Dracorex. You got what else? Gallimimuses, and Gallimimuses are probably going to be his main source of food to choose from, only because outside of the Dracorex, it's a very good food. I want to say food to choose from, but I already said that. But it's a very good dinosaur to hunt, I guess you can say. A Gallimimus is dang near defenseless. So and the trikes, the trikes have nothing to worry about. Not saying a Carcharodontosaurus can't kill a trike, but I mean that would be very hard. Might need 2 Carcharodontosaurus to take a trike down. That's nothing against a Carcharodontosaurus. That's probably dang near the same with a Tyrannosaurus Rex or a Spinosaurus or something like that. But so as I said, you guys actually let me know. We're gonna get ready to actually wrap this episode up, but I want you guys to let me know, do you prefer these episodes to be around the 25-minute mark? Here's our Carcharodontosaurus, or the 35-minute mark? Because I was thinking 25 minutes, and 25 minutes is kind of already wrapping up, and it kind of seems short. We got into the debriefing, the remodeling that's been going down here on Isla Sorna that we'll get into more into the episodes. You guys kind of got a little snippet of the new ecosystem around here with the Wolverosauruses, Megalosaurus, Pachyrhinosaurus, and just more dinosaurs here to come. And as I said numerous times in this episode already, I just really wanted it to be more so of a debriefing of what's been going on here on the island and the reason why we've been gone for like a year plus. So honestly do want you guys to let me know, what do you prefer between like a year? I mean, what do you guys prefer between like 25 minutes, 35 minutes? I really don't want to go for the 40-minute mark. I would prefer to record these episodes for you guys for at least 25 to 35 minutes. I do feel like it's the perfect amount of time to look after these dinosaurs. So this Carcharodontosaurus is probably exhausted. It's no telling how many times he's already hunted. So we're gonna give this little proximity, that's the word I was looking for, area, when I was talking about the Carcharodontosaurus having a huge proximity. This is his main proximity, and he can really choose to do what he wants in this area, because it doesn't seem like he shared this area with too many other carnivores. Here's that Baryonyx, fully grown Baryonyx. I can't really tell what color, because okay, so yeah, I guess you can say more, I don't want to say a charcoal type black, but more of a greenish type black type Baryonyx. And we've seen the Megalosauruses earlier. So yeah, as I was saying, this proximity, the Carcharodontosaurus would have a wide variety of food to choose from and not really anything to fight. So as I said already, we're going to get ready to wrap this episode up, guys. Please let me know in the comments if you would prefer 25-minute episodes or 35-minute episodes. You know, I get this footage for you guys, and I really want to know, you know, how long would you guys like to, you know, look at these beautiful creatures. So, glad to be back. Please expect some amazing things. This episode doesn't tip the iceberg of what's to come. This was a debriefing. I wanted to share what we've been up to, and we caught a little few glimpses of some of the new dinosaurs here on Isla Sorna that we have cloned for our Site B mode. What is this? A Megalosaurus. I hope it's not thinking about taking down this Brachiosaurus, because that's actually not going to happen. That'd be one thing to see at the end of this episode too. So anyways, let me know, guys, what do you guys want to see, and we will catch you guys later in the next episode. Peace out.